adapt to circumstances so your full potential could come forward.
Yeah.
And I thought that's what people want. That's what they want. They want their full potential to come forward,
right.
and they see that there are these What do you have to say about that would be helpful to people who have that longing?
For their full potential?
Yeah.
Well, the main thing, right, is to get out of your own way, right?
Do you have a sense that you came into this life with a certain promise of some kind, maybe a commitment to the lineage that you're now a part of, and did you fulfill that promise? Do you have a sense of, I fulfilled my promise? And if so, what was that promise you fulfilled?
Well, you know, I do have that sense. I've actually never discussed it with my teachers. It would be interesting to do that. But I've had that throughout my life, actually, you know. That sense of, you're saying fulfill a mission, that sounds kind of rings true. And what the mission is, you're not quite sure, but you know that it's like, can you work in this actually quite painful realm of the human realm, you know? And what can you do here for yourself, for others, and so forth? I have always had that kind of feeling as long as I can remember. And, but now at my age, I'm really hesitant to, I don't know, I don't want to concretize it, I don't want to reify it, I don't want to make it something, you know. But yeah, I would definitely feel like I had fulfilled the mission, whatever that mission was or is, you know. I would definitely feel like, wow, you know, you can talk about in terms of good karma, you know. Wow, you know, to meet the teachers I've met, to receive the instruction I've had, to just have the supportive circumstances I've had, incredible, you know, just incredible.
Well, and all the tremendous work you've done to be of service and help people and bring wisdom teachings to people. Tremendous.
Well, you see, that's the thing, is that that's never been intentional. It's never been intentional. You know, even though I'm saying that this mission thing has always been real to me, it's been more like, how do you kind of adapt to circumstances so that your full potential can manifest, rather than an intention to help people or to wake up or anything. Honestly, it's sort of waking up. I would say, yeah, that has been an intention, to want to wake up. But the fact that there's been all these books and all of this happening, that feels unreal a lot of the times, and very much like just some kind of incredible good karma. And then what you do with good karma is you don't waste it. You pay it back. You pay it back, you pay it back, and you get a lot of joy in paying it back. And as they say, with generosity, you know, if you want to be rich, give everything, keep giving, you know. And so it is with awakening too, you know, I think. If you want to awaken, you just keep letting go and putting others in front of yourselves, and whatever it is, you know.
Now, you said a very powerful thing, adapt to circumstances so your full potential could come forward.
Yeah.
And I thought that's what people want. That's what they want. They want their full potential to come forward.
Right.
And they see that there are these What do you have to say about that would be helpful to people who have that longing?
For their full potential?
Yeah.
Well, the main thing, right, is to get out of your own way, right? To kind of let go of your agendas. You know, in Buddhism, it's referred to as ego clinging, or, you know, self-importance, self-referencing all the time. And so it's kind of hard, you know, when you want to do that, and to do it without, ego, you know, it being all about me. That's pretty subtle, right?
Yeah.
But that's the only way it can happen. Is the more you get out of the way, it's like, let's just say it's like, well, Trungpa Rinpoche used the analogy of a cocoon for this predicament of it's always all about me. And then he describes in his teachings, the Shambhala teachings, how there's a little slit, and then you see, oh my goodness, you know, there's all that space, there's all that sky out there, fresh air, and you get drawn to it. But the minute it's like anything about, oh, it's mine, I want it, oh, people will really admire me for this, then you're right back into the cocoon again. The cocoon is kind of made up of that, and what you're drawn to, the infinite, has nothing to do with anybody. There's no personality in it. There's no ego in it at all. So again, that's a big ask. But all this thing we were talking about earlier about working with what's painful in life, the groundlessness, the uncertainty, the insecurity, what that feels like, and completely extending tenderness to that feeling, like I was talking about earlier, without the spin-off, that is not an ego thing. That's a kind of ego burning, if you're like burning up the mechanism, or I don't want to get too fancy with the metaphors, but it's like a burning up that which is getting in the way of our full potential. So that's interesting, because full potential doesn't have anything to do with the small self,